what was the ramp up time with working with someone like Darren? Like getting over some of the
like anxiety or
wobbles.
self-consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like to feel like you could kind of hold
Or
your own in a
what kind of
conversation?
mind games were you playing with yourself sort of leading up to it? Or
Yeah.
what was the
Yeah,
way that you got through
uh,
that?
it was interesting for me. Honestly, I won't lie to you guys. I'm a big believer in manifestation, trusting the belief. I believe in God. My whole belief is in God, starting from God's plan. Like I manifested that 10 years before it
Hmm.
happened, and then it happened. So I just said, you know what? Take the wheel. I have to trust the process. And I remember walking into the interview.
To be
I was
clear, you mean
nervous.
God's Plan, the Drake video that you shot.
God's plan, the Drake video that I
Okay, cool.
shot.
Just for our listeners, just to make sure they understood that part. All right, cool. Keep going.
Absolutely. I knew that walking into the interview, I was either going to win or fail. But whatever decision that was made after I walked out was the decision that was meant to be made.
Right.
So it allowed me to not feel so much anxiety going into the experience
Right.
of if this is for me, I will get this. And if it's not, I won't. This wasn't the one.
Right.
And for me, the biggest, I had two moments of complete clarity on that project. The first one was day one of our shooting schedule. It was an underground parking lot, and our call time, I believe, was 8 o'clock. I was on set at 5 o'clock. I was there before anybody was even awake. I wanted to just go there, be in the space. I wanted to think about where the sun was going to move. What potential obstacles could we ever foresee? I wanted to have a plan for absolutely everything, as much as I could control in that moment, because unsure of how the day was going to go, in my opinion, in my experience, I just wanted to be prepared. And I was very prepared because things arose and I was able to kind of jump on it before it caused a problem. There was a bunch of cars that were parked in our parking lot that were there left overnight from past people in the parking lot that didn't move their cars, and we had to get them towed before our first shot.
Hmm.
And that was it was a hindrance because we had to think, man, day one we're off to a start. But that was why I went early, to foresee any problems. The second was day 5, day one of Mr. Jackson on set. And Samuel Jackson is arguably one of the greatest actors of all time, probably the most recognized and iconic. So I knew if Samuel Jackson's going to be in front of me, I have to perform. I have to make sure that I'm ready. And I went to set an hour early and 2 hours early, and we're lighting. And I remember the EP bringing Sam over, and he was like, I want to introduce you to somebody. And I was like, not right now. Like, I'm lighting. Because I wanted to make sure that this was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it had to be perfect in as much as I could control. And we're on set, and Sam and Chris are sitting down. And he goes, you ready now, mother? And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, it was a moment where I realized I was so in the zone that I didn't, like, nothing around mattered. I think we speak about being in the zone a lot, about that fight or flight mentality. And no anxiety was felt in the moments of clarity where it was like, I'm here to do a job.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,